Hey, how's it going? My name's Abby Size and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the sketchbook tour finally. I've got it right here and I have had this sketchbook since the 26th of December 2021. So it's been about half a year on this baby. And it is a watercolor from Jane Davenport. I think I saw this sketchbook on Jess Karp's YouTube page. So anyways, let's get going on that. So here's the sketchbook cover. This is the first time I ever painted a sketchbook cover, so it was really fun to experiment with something new and cover these pages with something I loved. Okay, so let's open this up to the first page. Okay, so now we're gonna open it up to the first page, and I have the paintbrush because I put my number on here. Oh, I should put when I finished it. That feels good. So anyways, we got this here. It's just a little inside cover page. It kind of matches the front, which I love. And yeah, we have this page here, which is actually an unfinished painting that I was painting in order to cover up another painting that was like really scary looking. It's my old house from when I was a kid, and I kind of just did it from memory of this little corner, and I don't even know if that's what it looks like, but it brings back vibes. I really enjoyed doing that. Okay, so on to the next page. So this page, I actually got my first set of watercolors, which is a big thing because I actually hated watercolors before I did this piece. Well, actually, this is the second piece I did with watercolor. The first one is actually under that, and it really sucked. So this is actually the second piece, and I did it of some dead flowers that were just on my desk. So that's what that is. And I kind of just tried to stay fluid with the motions. I didn't really do a lot of details because I didn't really know how to use watercolor. It turned out pretty nice. I like this guy here. That's a nice guy. Okay. And then there's quite a few unfortunate things in this sketchbook, and this is one of them. Sometimes when you draw from your brain, things just do not go as planned. This is actually more watercolor, and I don't know why the heck the eyes are so vibrant, and this is so okay, we're just gonna move on. Alright, more watercolor. I did a lot of exploration of watercolor in this sketchbook, so you'll definitely be seeing a lot of it. And this is a piece I did from my window at my old apartment. Yeah, because Alaska is beautiful, and I do that a lot. I really like the mountain in the background with the kind of sunset behind it. This part's definitely my favorite. We have this. It's my water bottle, which I have right here, obviously, with a lot more stickers than it used to. I did this with watercolor as well. I really got into watercolor for a while. I really like this little guy. He's so cute. One thing I did struggle with on this painting is obviously it was really hard to make this look round for some reason. I think I was still getting used to watercolor, so I didn't know that I had to like kind of let that dry, because it kind of looked like all the pigment kind of soaked to the side there instead of making the shadow I wanted. Okay. This, funny story. So I got these watercolor markers from my friend Cora. She, like, sent them in a little Christmas box for me. And, I tried to do a drawing from them, so I used some water. And I kind of blended it out, and it just ended up like this, which is not my favorite, but, you know, it's pretty good for markers, because normally my marker drawings are bad. Okay. And here's an unfinished painting I did of my fiance's Jeep. Jeepy Jeep. I was gonna do like the whole background and everything, but I don't know. I kind of liked how it turned out anyway. It's just very small, obviously. Okay, so next. There's some things in sketchbooks that just don't make sense. And well, this is one of them. I was having a crazy day. Don't even question. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Uh-oh. Oh. You know, if you want to know what happened here, just go see my last video, because it'll explain a lot. Anyway, you don't need to ever see that again. So this, I did a bit of like, I don't know if you guys have seen that Inktober like yearly thing where you like you do a drawing every week. So that's what this is. And I think the prompt was wild. And I really love how this turned out. It's so cute. She's very wild. And I love sunflowers. They're really pretty. Now I do this one for my brain, so that is a plus. I think the sunflowers I had references for, but everything else is all for me. And this was another one. I think it was decay. So I guess I kind of like put a factory back there, and then everything around the factory is just decaying because of the fumes. I guess that was my way around it. I kind of like this too. Oh my goodness. The worst part about this drawing was definitely that. I don't know why I committed to that. Also, bricks are annoying. Also, actually, no, just kidding. The worst part of the drawing was these dots everywhere. It took forever. I know, I don't use this side. It's bad, I know. I just hate drawing on that side, but by the end of the sketchbook, I started doing sketches on that side, so I didn't waste any paper, which was smart. This was going to be another one. It's gonna be stripes, and then that's when I gave up on it. It's really hard for me to do those prompts all the way through. I have like a lot of fun like the first few, and then I just like don't want to do it anymore. So yeah. Okay. So this right here is actually the view from my current window, except minus a lot of things, but you can kind of see the similarities there. This was also done with watercolor. I did it pretty quickly, so kind of just a watercolor sketch. I think this was just me messing around. I do really like that doodle though. I think a big piece like that would be really cool, and maybe I'll do that someday. Okay. So this is kind of when I first started understanding watercolor. So I did some drawings from references, people, and I did this girl. She was awesome. And I watercolored her and everything was looking great. And then that little thing happened. And I'm sure if you're a watercolor artist, you know that that is the worst, when the paper rips. And I don't really like the eyes, but this was like my first attempt at a reference photo, I think, with watercolor. And this is also the first time I added colored pencil on top, which I found was lovely. Okay, so this is actually just a sketch for a wood burning I did in my van, because I do some van life, so I did a little wood burning of this, and it was like all finished and stuff, and just put it on one of the cabinets. Turned out pretty cool. So this is kind of figure studies. I just quickly sketched out some people from probably Pinterest. Maybe it was Instagram, I don't know. It turned out pretty cool. Every time I do something like this on like a nice sketchbook watercolor paper, I feel like I'm wasting it. So I think I'm gonna have 2 sketchbooks next time. So one's gonna be kind of a sketchbook, and then the other one's gonna be a like more finished sketchbook. Okay, so this is when it started to get good. So here's a watercolor. I don't remember if I did this one in person or not, but it's nice nonetheless. And then we have some more references that I did watercolor with. And I feel like they started to get pretty decent. Especially with this one, like holy moly. I did not know I could paint with watercolor like this, so this was like a huge game changer for me. So me doing more with watercolor and people. Got this girl here, also from Pinterest. It looks like I added a bit of pen around that one. I think it's because I tried to do the eye and then I made it was like so much darker, so I had to like add pen around the rest. And then a drawing. And this is my fiance. He's playing games like he always does. Started a watercolor, but I didn't finish it. I'm really good at starting things and not finishing them. I think that's, the YouTube channel will definitely help me with that, I think. So this one, I have all the planning, and I just made this little character. She's upset. And then I started to draw this girl, and it just, I was like, she looks like a kid, and I don't really want to draw a kid. She's pretty though. And then we just got some scribbles. Person looks high. Anyways. And this was a painting I did from a Home Depot parking lot, because even our Home Depot is pretty. I can put you into the scene. Anyways, and that was with watercolor, and I was sitting in the car, and I don't think I even had a paper towel. Oh yeah. These are probably the best things I have in the sketchbook. Maybe not though, I don't really remember what's in the rest of it. So these are more watercolors I did from Pinterest, but I put a lot more pigment, and I did colored pencil on top, and I really, really love how they turned out. I think that they're some of the best people I've ever drawn. Oh, and there's more things over here. I wanted to draw puppies. So here's some cute little puppies, they're so cute. Kind of rubbing away though. Ew, that's creepy. And that's, oh, she looks so sad. Anyways, so that spread was really fun. And I love how teeny tiny these guys are. They're not even as big as my hand. If you watched my last video, you know what's going on here. So I just was designing a character, had some random ramblings behind these. So in my last video I went over and just covered up the random ramblings with fun little pictures. That one's probably the best one I did in that video. And then, I don't know. This one I drew from reference, but I decided to only use red, blue, and yellow. I only used the primary colors, and I didn't do a sketch first, so kind of turned out like Pablo Picasso-esque, so that's kind of cool. So this was one of Jess Carp's prompts. Again, she's a YouTuber I watch, and it was draw the view out your window, and yeah, I kind of just went for that. It didn't turn out super well, but it was fun. Like, I had a good time doing it. I really like how the van turned out, specifically. Oh, yes. And then I think the next prompt was, I don't know what it was. I think it was just draw a duck or something like that. So, planned it and then did the finished piece. But honestly, I kind of like that guy better. But that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I think the shadow looks really nice. He's a cutie. And this is a bunch of planning for it's fast but has no wheels. Use a marker. So I decided to draw a flying squirrel because it's fast but has no wheels. And I used those watercolor markers again, and here's the result I got. He's he's adorable. He's got a bit of a tum-tum going on. That's why he's falling. Poor dude. He ended up okay though, don't worry. Then I drew an ice cream cone. I don't remember what the prompt was for that one, but I had a good time with that. And then I drew a chair. It's terrible. Actually, this chair. That was also one of the prompts. I didn't like it. And then here's my sister Audrey. I painted her with watercolor. The watercolor paper tore again because I really suck at mouths, so I have to repaint them a lot, especially when they're open. So I just drew a strawberry because she's in a greenhouse anyways. And that's my cat Loki. He's cute. He's at my parents' house though, so probably won't see him anytime soon. And I love the little flowers in front of her. I think it turned out pretty good, if I'm being honest. And then here's my other sister, Anna. And this is from a picture I took a long time ago. We had like a tapestry back there with like all this and like string lights, and I think this one turned out so good. It is one of my favorite drawings I've done. Both my sisters are so pretty. Okay, and on this page, I got mad about the mouth, and so I decided I'm gonna learn how to draw mouths. Because I was trying to draw her again, because I was gonna go back and forth and do like a whole thing on TikTok. But I couldn't draw her mouth, so I tried to draw mouths. And then, guess what I got? A gel pen! I was so excited. As you can see. It's definitely one of my best pages in this sketchbook. So, for this page, I hiked up to a tower. And I sat up there for hours painting the Mendenhall Glacier and the towers behind it. I think it turned out great. One issue I had with it was definitely the trees, so I definitely gotta learn how to paint trees. Because trees are hard. I'm gonna do that in the next sketchbook, for sure. After I painted that, I went home and I painted that from my head. It's another glacier, but I put like the northern lights above it. I really wanted to make use of these new gel pens, so I had a good time with that. And then I did that after little sunset behind mountains, also from my head. So yeah, that was a pretty nice spread for sure. And this was planning for a painting that I'll probably finish on the camera. I'll actually show you what I have now. So yeah, that's what I have so far. It's not done yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a video of finishing up old paintings because I have so many of them, but it would take hours, so I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll definitely see this sometime soon though. I like it. It's cute. I like coffee too. Okay. And this is a view from downtown of Mount Juneau. You can see there's little buildings down here, and I painted this from a bench downtown. It isn't my favorite, but I didn't have enough time to really go into it. I had to do it really quick, so it's pretty good for quick, I feel like. Okay, and then this is when I decided that I was gonna start drawing 100 figures. It started off with faces, and it was gonna be a 100 head challenge. And then I went on to figures because I need to work on figures. So yeah, there's some sketches from that. And then I got some more. On to the next. As you can see, I had a whole lot of fun. So I tried my hand in some crazy positions because I don't do a lot of those. And then over here, just some more peeps. And then here, another peep. I think I drew that from my brain. And then a flower. I don't remember what the, oh, it was for, I was playing that, I think. Then on this side, I did some watercolor peeps. Still from Pinterest. I love this girl's outfit. I used to have a jumper like that. I wanted to do a sea theme spread, so first I did this guy. Little Nemos. Had a good time. And then this one was next. A little seal with a crab. And some kelp. That one was really fun. And then I got this one over here, some whales. And these were all from my head, by the way. I used some references for seal and for the fish. And this was, so I did some more figure drawing here. And then I also did the rest of the plan for that painting I just showed you. And then I started planning out a character I wanted to draw. And I did some sketches of her. I like that one. It's nice. And the worst thing ever happened. I filmed a whole video about her. And it really just isn't what I wanted. It's okay, it's just, It's just, I didn't want to make a whole video about me doing this because honestly it was really boring, but if you want to see it, let me know. There's kind of a little trailer for it in my last video if you didn't see. Anyways, and then so this was the second last page, and then finally I did a little like self thing. I mean, you can like pause it and read it if you want, but it's pretty stupid. I was just confidence, smiles, energy. I don't know. I felt like I grew a lot in this half a year. Oh, and here's the brand, Jaden Davenport. So I just drew myself, and yeah, and that's the end of it. And here's some swatches that I had. I know the back's boring, it just feels right to leave it like that because my future is a blank slate. Minus a few things that are solid. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching my video today, and I really hope that you enjoyed this lovely sketchbook. Oh, one more thing I have on there. I just I don't know. Thank you so much for coming on this journey back through time, and I hope that you have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Bye. This is actually... Why is it so bright? What the heck? Red. Ugh. So the watercolor paper tore. Excuse me, mother.